There we go. You know what kind of world we live in? Where people think that I was playing as K-pop demon hunter. I blew my mind. Only a little bit though, not a lot. All right, y'all got me for an hour. Let me get this thing set up real quick. Mm, 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 mm. Things are not good, but they're addicting. It's weird. I hate when you know something is bad, and you're like, oh, but I can't stop eating it. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see how this plays. Okay. Showing us online. All right, not bad. Here we go. I'm on a microphone killer. Now I'm on a beat, but they call me Godzilla. I be wanna fight you, but not Rilla. Now you wanna do like you do Duck Dilla. Nah, you ain't doing no Doug. You ain't doing no drug. No. All right. We'll see how far this takes us. Cause honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I probably should be doing more work, but I wanted to get on and make a couple of announcements real quick that I am indeed going to be streaming tonight. I plan on streaming Jackbox games because I haven't done that in like almost a year. I think a lot back to the pandemic, and frankly, I really do think that for some people, not just me, but like the pandemic was like peak life, like maybe the better part of your life, probably one of the better parts of my life. Like I don't want to be dark about it, but like other Christmas strategies, I actually really enjoyed it. Like how I explain this? Like I had a girlfriend, so I was like I was good on clapping cheeks. I we had access to grocery stores, so I could like wear really weird stuff and go to the grocery store and put a mask on, and nobody can even know who I was or even talk to me. So I could buy all the embarrassing things I wanted in public. You know what I mean? Like I know some guys are weird about buying like feminine hygiene products for their girl or whatever when they go to the store. And I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna get all of it. I don't even care. I mean, I would have done it before, Frank. I would have done it before. I would have done it before. But with the pandemic, had an excuse. So then I got brave and I was buying whatever I want. Like, hey, let me some baby oil. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got no babies, but you don't know that. Oh man, when did baby oil get freaky? Like I'll be honest, I never really understood when the whole Diddy thing dropped and they found all that baby oil. I was like, what? Why does he have so much baby oil, right? And then to be coy here, I was watching some corn. This is like back in the day, and I realized that not back in a few months ago, because I'm taking a break. I realized that every other person in those films was using baby oil, like just all over the place. Like not even like as a replacement for anything, but like it was just like all over the beds. I'm like, you're not staining your sheets, but and I did some reading and turns out that baby oil doesn't stain sheets, not permanently. And I was like, okay, but what does that say about humanity? That someone being oiled up and shiny is attractive. I'm not saying that I'm not attracted to it, but I'm just saying like, what does it say about us that we want people to be all shiny? Like what does shininess have to do with anything? But then again, there are shiny Pokemon. Is that a coincidence? I think not. Oh my gosh. You know, I've really enjoyed every Tuesday stream so far. I think last week's was one of my favorites. To the point where like I couldn't wait to come back. I was like, okay, y'all got me back in the stream game. I'm like, oh, you want me to be out here and stream, man. It's not even a question if I'm excited or not. It's just a question of what we do in streams, because I've had to kind of retool, what it looks like to stream, right? Like what are we really accomplishing here, right? And my goal is hopefully entertaining, hopefully talking, hopefully connecting. But anyway, I will digress on just over talking your heads off. Ugh. So I'm dressed in my Halloween costume. I know Halloween is over. The Capsule Corp jacket, which I literally made myself. Not the jacket, just added the patch. Came out pretty good, but I'll say so myself. Got a sword on deck, which tells you the story. I love though when I was out, every other person was like trying to get my sword. I'm like, yo, hands off. Don't make me cut up, brother. It was funny. Like, I brought extra swords because I figured someone would want to fight. And eventually they did. And I did not win because I'm not a swordsman. But it also makes me realize that Trunks' outfit really didn't make any sense. Like, he came from the future wearing a tank top, like, underneath your jacket. What if the future was cold? Like, that wasn't very efficient of him. I mean, and he I feel like he didn't even really well, he did have a book bag. I don't know. But if you go into the future, why you only bring one pair of clothes? What if it's hostile? I feel like he didn't really think that whole thing through. Also, the person who requested me to do the reaction video better show up. I'm trying to think. I don't know what to react to. Like, how I said it, I haven't done like an actual reaction video in eons. I don't know what to react to. Like, again, this is my job. Maybe I might be like different. Like, but it's not. So I don't know what to do. I'm like, Dick Cheney died. You know what's hard is that I feel like there are people who don't wish me or my people well. Maybe never did. But I've chosen to try to be the bigger person and still pray for them anyway. You know? Like, even with the government shutdown, There's only so much I can say. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do with it. Yo, Chris. Dope calls me LOL. I'm Final Fantasy? No, bro. Um, do you know who it is? Let me do this. Father. Father. That's almost how he talks sometimes. Father. No. Father. What are you doing, Father? Master Gohan. You're amazing. It's all right. I'm sure you'll get it from that. But I'll tell you this: is that I've always felt like the privilege that I guess how do you call it? Like you got Future Trunks, and you got like you got Future Trunks with the okay. Let's do this. Little kids Trunks is gonna grow up much more rambunctious, or much more daring, having been raised by his father, versus Future Trunks, who's much more meek and kind-hearted, being raised only by his mother. And I wish that when they did that, like the Goku Black arc, where they brought back Future Trunks, I was in my mind, I'm like, you know what would be kind of dope if you got like future Trunks. So you got like you got, I guess the guy with the green hair. It's weird because they brought back the guy with the green hair, but while the purple hair little one still existed, and I kind of would love to see Future Trunks and Future Trunks, like a grown version of the purple hair one, grow up, and or the little, you know what I'm saying, and them have like an interaction, and so you can see the stark difference in their personalities. Because I feel like you can't expect them to, like, someone who grows up rich and entitled, um, someone who grows up with his best friends and playing around with him and doing all the whole 9 yards, um, to turn out just like the future version of the Trunks, who literally only had his mother. Everyone he knows died. His mentor died. His world is apocalyptic. He didn't grow up rich. You know what I mean? Like someone who had all these hardships, they're not going to turn out the same way. So I would love to see them do a comparison of those two. Because I always said like when they brought back Future Trunks, they nerfed the hell out of him. And so like no, I think only anyone likes the green hair Trunks. Let's see. You know what's funny? I went out for Halloween, and it was fun. I had a blast. Right? I went to Taco Bell. Now, I was like, I found out I was kind of like sleep deprived, so I don't know what happened between the end of me doing Halloween and me getting home. But I did Halloween. And I remember being in Taco Bell, because I go to Taco Bell sometimes. I need to stop doing it. It's a problem because my new place has a 24-hour Taco Bell nearby, and I'm like, ooh, Taco Bell. They're always doing weird stuff. Like whenever Taco Bell puts out new items, I gotta try it. Right? Y'all know this. I've been doing this on the channel for years. I gotta get out of that habit. I have to just be like, you know what? Taco Bell made a thing. So what? It's just the same thing remixed anyway. It all tastes mostly the same. Um, but anyway, Taco Bell, I'm there, and I think this girl trying to roast me, and she's like, Aren't you too old to be doing this?" I'm like, "Doing what?" And she's like, "Halloween. Like you got gray hairs on your beard in your beard." And I'm like, um, I don't know. Aren't you too old to be doing this? I don't know. You got a mustache. I didn't say that, but I was just sitting here like, I don't know. Like my thing is like, when is too old to dress up and wear a weird costume? Like, I think I will always want to do this in some capacity. I will say there will be a point, probably in my 50s, where I don't go out and do Halloween anymore because the woman I'm dating, aka my future wife, she doesn't really do Halloween. It's not really her thing. And so I'm not gonna go out there by myself. That's weird. Um, and I think a lot of my friends are gonna age out of it too. But as long as I have friends who still are down to like clown, I don't see a reason not to. I think my issue is that night I separated myself, um, and went and did my own thing afterwards. Then I'm by myself in a younger part of town. My thing is like I was, yeah, sure, I dressed up, right, but I was going home. It's not like I was in the streets like trying to run around. Oh, that's the thing too. That's what I was discuss this more. I literally, yes, like I love KFC too, actually, and I can't have it anymore. I just gotta be smart about it. Um, so then I went. So then I the next day. This is kind of a good story. The next day, my girl's doing a race, right? Like one of those like 5K. She's like a 10K. So she's doing a 10K race. I'm going to support her. I wake up in the morning, get up early. I do all the whole 9 yards. I plan to do a dinner to celebrate her doing well in the race. So we do the dinner. While we're at the dinner, I get like really short of breath. I remember back in one of the streams, someone else goes, "Hey, like you breathing heavy, right?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I ain't doing nothing to do, right?" No, I think I was wrong. So like, I don't normally breathe heavy, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Um, and I know it's like when I'm tying my shoes, it's actually really hard to do, which is stupid because like I should be able to bend over. I should be able to, I got the chills. I should be able to bend over and tie my shoes. That should not be difficult, right? I should be able to do this without losing my breath. So, as y'all might know, I think I have sleep apnea. I'm working on getting on a sleep study, and I haven't done it yet. I'm almost there though. So then I'm like, man, I am like feeling like out of breath, and I'm feeling tired. I feel like a little lightheaded. I don't know what's going on. Like, what? Why am I lightheaded? This is not cool, right? And my girl asked me like, "What did you eat today?" I go, "Well, nothing. I was kind of saving myself for this dinner." Um, it's just how long did you sleep last night? And I was like, I don't know. I think like a couple hours, not nothing crazy. I got home at a decent hour because I knew you had to race, which is true. Um, so I want to make sure I was there for you. And we checked my Fitbit. Dog. I found out. I found out that I had been sleeping on average this whole like last like week and a half plus for maybe 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. What's better, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon type Pokemon? Dragon Ball Z. Come on. Yeah. So then she wants me to go to the hospital, and I'm like, no, it's not that serious. But I just think that I just haven't slept enough, and I also been working a lot. So here's the thing too. I went to New York. I walked for like 22,000 steps, which is a good amount to walk, right? I realized I don't normally don't walk either. I've used to like I'm more of a bike rider than a walker, and I realized that in addition to hurting my foot, I've been doing less of everything. I didn't really catch it, right? So then I weigh myself, okay, and I am weighing. I think at my biggest, I've been 240. I am 260 pounds right now. I think most of it's in my head because like I'm not like sloppy body, and I know y'all don't believe me, but I don't have a belly. It's a stomach, but it's flat, right? 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 I don't. It doesn't hang over. It's not gross, but I will say, and I never noticed before. I do think I have love handles though, because I've noticed when I put on certain shirts, there's a little like bubbly thing over here, and I don't know if I always had those, but I've never felt so uncomfortable wearing shirts before. You know what I mean? So like I'm not fat, but I'm bigger than I used to be, and I'm like, where the hell is it going? And I'm assuming it's in my butt and in my thighs and in my head. I think my cheeks are like bigger. But always had I've always had big cheeks. Pause. You know what I mean? What's up, NJN? What's going, dog? Um, Yeah, I agree. That mentality gets old. I think anyone can go out and celebrate Halloween. I think for me though, I was in the wrong area. Like I went to the younger area because I got a friend who works out there, and I honestly just wanted to go where my friend was. That was it. It wasn't anything like more crazy than that. All right. So anyway, so I was just like, okay. So I'm weighing 260. I'm barely sleeping. I didn't really eat much, and I really have been like not super hungry a lot. Like I might go out for like one big dinner, but throughout the day I've been like neglecting my intake, right? So I made a point to like after that moment, like you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that we just had daylight savings time, and I'm gonna change my sleep schedule because I need to get myself into a habit of just going to bed. Because what I do is I'm reading the chat. I'm catching up in a second. Um, is I will go to bed watching podcasts. I'll go to bed listening to YouTube videos. I go to bed trying to like educate myself or entertain myself. And what I'm realizing is when you're going to sleep, that's not the time for entertainment. When you're going to bed, it's a time to go to bed. Take your ass to sleep, right? Just go to sleep. And that's been the hardest concept for me. But I put on some ambient sleep music. I cut off all the lights. I got a sleep mask. I pulled the shades so I didn't get any like sunlight coming in. And that first night, I got like 7 hours of sleep, which I haven't gotten 7 hours of sleep in ages, right? The next night, tonight, I got like 6.5 hours of sleep. Not as good, but still, I need to work on it because sleep makes a determination on everything. Like you will gain more weight if you sleep less. Um, you know, it overarchingly affects everything. Like I haven't been really doing it or prioritizing it in years. See, the sleep apnea can really mess your REM sleep up, and you need that to maintain sanity. Right. So that's why I'm trying to get a sleep app machine because I at least want to give it a shot. Um, my issue is I sleep on my stomach, so I don't know how that's gonna work. My one friend said that you can get the one for you put in your teeth. Um, I don't know much about that one, but I may look into that because I'd rather put it in my mouth than like pause. I'd rather put it in my mouth though than have this like giant machine here. But I've also heard they've sized down the machines and they've done some work to them again to get that one. Oh, you gotta spend more money. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking into it. But the lack of sleep, I think like and like feeling out of breath and feeling everything else, means my body was being taxed out. Like or maxed out rather. Where like instead of me behaving like a normal human being and listening to my body, I'm just go, 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 go. I don't know why I'm yawning. I got like 7 hours of sleep. I was definitely in bed. Um, but I think my body is still gonna have to get used to this. But I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna figure it out because I have the Fitbit, and it's like it's stupid, but it's like but knowing is half the battle. Like me understanding my sleep health kind of gives you a window to everything else. Like I can deny it all I want to, but the truth is you can't deny the ultimate truth. You know what I mean? Like sleep is what holds the linchpin to a lot of people's sanity. Like I know, like honestly, I told y'all that I had issues with my sister, and I know she also shares my same thing of having insomnia sometimes, and it's like I hate to I'll say about insomnia. It's kind of stupid because you know what happens? I can't sleep all night when I'm trying to sleep, but in the morning, when it's time to get up. Now I can sleep. Now I can pass out. Now I can just lay there and go, all right, I'm tired. But when I'm trying to go to sleep, nah. Don't let me start thinking either. I'll just start thinking about things and like and my mind will get racing and I can't stop it. Like I hate it. I hate it with a passion. But yeah, so my goal is to figure that stuff out and get myself into a regular sleep pattern. Also back on my grind on my diet because I think I just kind of like stopped worrying about it as much. But also if y'all don't know, there are a lot of elections happening today. Um, and it seems like the American people were speaking. As I think we just got like our first, what was it, female governor as a Democrat Abigail Spangerberger and Republican Winsome Earl have sought to appeal voters with differing messages about Virginia's economy and Trump's policies. Interesting. I'm actually surprised to see this. Oh, the Republican candidate was a black woman. I got it the other way around. But frankly, to be honest with y'all, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like these elections coming up are kind of important, and then the next set after that are even more important. I have to hand in my ballot this afternoon after work. Let's see. Who is voting today? It's not happening in Illinois, right? Virginia, New Jersey, and California. There's more than that, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of ignored today because I don't really know what. Like, I don't think it's anything happening in Illinois or Chicago, right? But then I have some people in my life that are like very politically active, and so now I'm like, okay, what do I need to know? Let's see. I'm doing some quick looks. All right, New York candidate. Oh, well, Kevin voted himself Tuesday morning. Independent candidate for mayor of New York City, Governor Andrew Cuomo said President Donald Trump doesn't support him, but he opposes Zoran Mamdani. Ooh, I like that. Cuomo was also asked about what is at stake. They are saying a civil war like the Democratic Party that has been growing for a while. I'm intrigued to see what happens. I'll wait for the final answers, but it may not have much to do with us. I don't know how I fell asleep like that. It's awkward enough for us as women with our, but I don't. But don't you squeeze genitalia when you're on your tummy? You know what's funny is that I don't. I've never noticed that. I never even thought about it. I mean, it's pretty squishy, and I think I'm kind of. Also, I will say I sleep with my legs open, like I split my legs, so I'll be like on my butt, my legs split open. I'm also half cuddling a pillow. Yeah, I don't know. I think I used to sleep on my stomach, but then I think I started developing sleep apnea actually. And I'll wake up gasping for breath. Sorry, on my back. and that feeling was so scary that I just felt like it was only right for me to switch it up. So I did. Okay, love it. But I do think I need to definitely make some changes in my personal like health. So I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, no, it's like there's no excuse. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it next week, or I'll get to it next week. No, I'm doing it now. I'll sleep on my side or my back. Like I can do on my side. That helps a lot too. But again, for me, I have to be cuddling something. Like I have to be. I gotta be cuddling. If I'm not cuddling, ain't no point. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some quick hot takes from Gizmodo, and y'all feel free to chime in. And if y'all want me to respond to something else, I'll do that. Now, this election period is very important. I need to run my ballot to the side of town, but it's important. Thanks for reminding me about the ballots. No problem. Happy to do it. Listen, we're here for you, and you are the people, and we are the future, future, future. All right. So back in the day, before Hulk Hogan sued them, I used to be a big, big reader of the Gawker Media sites, and I think Gizmodo was one of them, where you go and find out the latest about technology and whatever. Right? A lot of things are adjacent, like the video games and sci-fi and whatnot. So on occasion, I go back and see like, hey, what happened to those sites, right? So I'm jumping on Gizmodo real quick. This is right here. Immediately, the first thing I see is the Nintendo Switch 2 is unstoppable. Maybe Nintendo had the right idea with all those exclusives. Duh. I don't even gotta take nothing. Like making your system exclusive base is always gonna give it some oomph because you're gonna play them there. Like honestly, like I would not have gotten a Switch 2 if I could play Mario or Zelda or anything else like that on my PS5. Like, I just wouldn't. Why would you do that? Right? So, of course, exclusives are going to be what opens the door. Let's see. Despite its proven popularity, everybody, even Nintendo itself, seemed to underestimate the Switch 2. The sequel handheld console. Wow, the sequel handheld console hybrid is now on pace to be the company's fastest selling device ever. How old is this article? November 4th. Oh, okay. Really? I'm shocked to hear that. Do any of y'all have Switches? Switch 2s? Am I the only one? And yeah, I've also made a point about the physical games. Because I kind of realized I was doing digital games for a while. And I'm like, if I decide to get rid of this thing, I can't sell those digital games. But I was paying the same price. So I get nothing on my return. I get nothing. Except the ability to get locked out. So if I was you guys, I would not buy digital games unless they're games you don't care to keep around or make a profit on later. If it's a big AAA title, buy it physical. There's no reason to get it digital. In a few years, because there is like an diminished amount of people who buy the physical games, they'll be worth even more money. So, all right, I don't see anything else here that I care about. Like I'm seeing like they give tier awards to a speaker. That speaker can't be that good, right? Right, right, right. Wait, you can sell your account? Are people doing that? How do you know the next account is digital? I just have to or Switch. I have so many games on Steam. If anything happens to them, I'm out of luck. I mean, I guess that's fair, but is anyone buying accounts? I'm also the same as you. I don't want to buy the Stream Deck. I've done nothing against Stream. I just don't Steam. I just don't want to buy it. And that sounds dumb. All right, I am curious to see what they're calling the best gadgets and why is there a speaker on here? This speaker can't be that good. I buy a lot of speakers. That's why I'm saying that. All right, let's start with the best Android phone, Samsung. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I switched away from Samsung to give Pixel another shot, and my Pixel experience has been very buggy to say the least. Um, like my Samsung didn't do some of the stunts that this freaking Pixel's been pulling off. Now, mind you, the Pixel the Pixel camera is fantastic, right? Um, the exclusives are dope too if you have them. Like there's supposed to be some ability of me like to speak and edit my photos, not even on my phone. And I have the top brass phone, and it's not there for some reason. I'm like, what? And they're like, oh, in order to get this feature, you have to jump through all these hoops. I go, why would I jump through hoops? Y'all made it seem like it's gonna be standard on the system, on the system, on the phone. Where is it? You know, it's weird. Like they sell you a dream, and then they wonder why you get mad that they gave you beans. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. So anyway, I haven't said I might go back to Samsung after this. Like I'm glad I went back and I um gave them my money, Pixel. But like I know there's some features that aren't even on Pixel that were on previous versions of Pixel, like the ability to share your battery. Like if your phone is dying, you can literally share your battery with a friend. That's came in clutch back in the day. Doesn't work on this new phone. It's wild. But that might be my next phone. See, Pixel 9a. I don't lie. I have that phone. I don't love it. I don't love it. Like, the battery life was cool, but it died. See, the battery life on these phones, on the Pixels, they're only good for a little bit, and then they just tank. They crap the bed eventually. That's what happens. Sell the account on eBay. People do it and get some of their investment back. Interesting. All right, well, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes either. Even right now, I want to trade this phone in, so I'm hoping that I can trade it in soon for something else because I think I had a Samsung Fan Edition phone. That phone was dope. It was actually pretty good. I just knew I could get better, and I kind of wish I would have kept the Fan Edition phone because like I have a bad habit of when these games come out, like I'm sorry, games. Phones come out, I just need to upgrade immediately because I don't want to be left behind. But the reality is that they don't make much big swings and changes anymore, and all I'm doing is giving them more of my money. All right, I'm not getting a flip. I don't care about foldables. Don't care about iPads. Android tablet, we're good on that too. All right, MacBook. All right, laptop. Now, this is something I'm interested in. Looking for a laptop with everything. Asus Predator. Okay. I'm just curious, what does it cost? Let's see the cost. I'm overdue for a new computer. This computer I have is like been running fine, but I wanted to get a new one, and it's $2,000. Okay, maybe we'll see what happens. Not now. I have too many things I gotta figure out. I'm going to London for a wedding next year. I'm going to Florida for a bridal party. I'm going to another um, destination wedding in Boston. Like I have so many places I have to go that I need to plan for. And I'm into these weddings. All right, best console. Damn. How did Nintendo get best console? That's crazy. Surprised us months after launch, the dockable handheld console takes what made the original Switch great, piece of performance and screen size, while adding unique features like mouse controls. Of course, you buy a Nintendo console for the games, and there are also plenty of titles to keep you occupied. That is true. Best handheld. Damn. Microsoft and Asus pushed the ROG Xbox Ally X as an enhanced PC with new UI dubbed for the full screen experience. It performs very well, especially at low wattages, and you still have access to all your favorite PC games across the multiple launchers. I, I'm just curious what this costs. Okay, so this is not this is the price of a PS5. So can you hook up your Xbox to it? It's not bad. I just don't know if I want this or need this. Let's see. Please don't do Apple anymore. They slow your phones down on purpose and when a new model gets released. So, Andy, I have actually never gotten an Apple phone for that reason. I know those kind of things. Like I picked up on that a while ago. Because, like, all my friends, hold on, all my friends who had iPhones, it'd be funny. I'd be like annually, the phone would just start crapping. Like, almost like on schedule. I'm like, why do why does your phone always die at the same time every year, right? And someone goes, well, the batteries weren't made for longevity. And I go, well, that's kind of stupid because they have batteries right now that can run for 24 hours on one charge. That makes no sense, right? Unless you have a bunch of sheep who'll keep buying your phones over and over and over again. Because some people just can't, like me, be behind technology wise. Like, oh, you can do that with your phone? Oh, I want to do that with my phone. I need a new phone. Like, it's a problem. I almost have to trade out my phone every year. But at least the Samsungs used to be a little bit cheaper. Hey, brother, what's been your highlight for the year? Ooh, I'm gonna say moving. I moved to a really cool neighborhood, and now I'm used to. I'm cool. I'm near like a lot of really great stuff, and it just makes me happy to be here. Like it just. I mean, also I would say getting out of debt, completing my debt goal, which allowed me to move here. Um, yeah, I'll say that's my highlight of the year. And Nintendo really has his pulse on the gaming industry again. Well, you know what I say? I told people this. I go, we're gonna reach a point graphically where unless they can do realism, where like the games look like me like an AI me walking around doing stuff, or a real person and you're just controlling these people in the real world, you're gonna hit a limitation graphic wise, and then that's when Nintendo's gonna catch up. Because right now, when you look at games on Nintendo Switch 2, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, they look gorgeous. Mario Kart World, gorgeous, right? Now it doesn't really matter. You're not really doing a power war anymore. You know, you have to compete now on just games. The gaming console is like a batarang. I don't know how comfortable it's going to be to hold. Well, you know, I'll say this too. No one wants to sit there and hold it like this. Like even on my Switch, I typically will take it and sit it across from me, put the kickstand up, which the kickstand is a huge improvement. Get my Pro controller, and I rock it out that way. I've only done it like this when I've absolutely had to. But yeah, I know that like Samsung phones, they also have a higher trade-in value too. I got traded in my last Samsung phone for like $400, which wasn't bad at all, considering I had the phone for almost a year and a half. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Reaction. Best gaming laptop. Let's see what this costs. See, why do these laptops be costing like a grip, bro? Like, I got money right now. And I can't justify this. Not yet. Like, I mean, I'm overdue for a new laptop, but I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe once I have my savings. I don't know. I mean, also this laptop is suiting me just fine. Best gaming controller. This is a controller for everything. He wants a controller for both the Switch 2 and PC. There you go. Yep. Not that I need another controller. I got two. It looks interesting though. Like an old school Nintendo controller with grips. It looks like a PS controller almost. All right. Best tech toy. Lego Game Boy. Wait, what is this? I haven't heard about this. Lego's Game Boy is easily the top toy of the year. Nearly one-in-one replica of the iconic handheld released in 1989. Extremely fun to build and has two brickified game cartridges you can insert into the back slot. Pre-saleable buttons, okay, and linear screens that mimic the monochrome toy screen. You'll be smiling with every brick you snap into place. But is that it? Can you actually play the games? Lego Mario Game Boy retro building sets for adults, ages 18, collectible model with game packs and display stand. Build an icon, relive the excitement. Can you play older games on this? Okay. Or is it just like, I almost guarantee you can't play these games, yeah? I just want to know, can you play the games? Um, Build quality from the build nostalgia value for the money. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why everybody loves this thing. I mean, I'm kind of like, is that it? I can build a Lego Game Boy? $60? I don't know. Maybe I'm a curmudgeon. Let's see. How do you guys remain interested in games while in our 40s? You know, I'll say so. I'll say this. I am less into video gaming than I've ever been. I prophesize when I have a kid, I'll be less into it then too. Um, but then there will be a circle around moment where I'll have a kid who's now preteen or whatever, and maybe they'll be in the games, and I want to play with them. So, hey, what's the hubbub, kid? What's the new games out here in the streets? And I'll learn from my kid. But I'm definitely less into games than I used to be. Like for me, it's a good stress reliever. And when I don't want to go out, it's something to do. So I just kind of utilize it for what I used in the past. Entertainment. Let's see. Does gaming go out of style when you get older though? I don't think it goes out of style. I think it becomes less important. I think that like it was really, really important when I was 8. You know what I mean? was very, very important. It was big. Like I threw a giant fit. I remember I got pissed at my dad one time because he made me go eat dinner. It's back when like your video game would freeze if you left it too long, paused. And I was at M Bison, and I was like, "Dad, I'm almost at M Bison. I'm almost done." And it was like, "Chris, come eat dinner." And I'm like, "But I'm almost at M Bison. I'm at M Bison." Right? I came back and the game wouldn't unpause. And I threw the biggest fit. It took me forever to get to M Bison. I was so upset, right? Then I didn't have a choice though. I had to give up. I had to just try it again, and I fought my way to the top until I beat M Bison's idol. Right? But now that I'm an adult, I probably wouldn't throw a fit if I lost to M Bison in a fight, or if I like paused my game and it froze. It sucks, but you'll just do it again. But all I have to say, it's just not like my most important thing anymore. Whereas it used to. All right, let's see. We got almost 5 minutes left. Unfortunately, y'all, I do have a meeting at work I have to go to. Boo work. Wireless earbuds, AirPods, port. I don't care about that. Budget wireless earbuds. You don't have to go premium or go solid sound. CMF is a testament to that. Sub brand. Nothing puts out quality audio and information. It is. I'm surprised that they got that, because there's a company I buy like all my stuff from, and they're usually pretty good. All right, gaming headphones, portable speaker. This one has my attention too, because I don't know why I keep buying speakers. I need to stop. Camera. Apple Watch, Android. Well, yeah, of course. I actually have that right now. Oh, scenario room. See, Aura Ring. I keep hearing about people having that. Ooh, the vacuum. I won't lie to you. I do love a really good, like, I got one of those like little cleaning vacuums, also a mop. It's fantastic. Oh, it mops too? Oh, okay, we gotta look at that. All right. Matic. All right. I don't care about the wearable glasses. Okay. I'm being really quick. All right. Battery bank. Ergonomic mouse. I'm just putting up all this stuff on Amazon so I know what this costs. Groomer. Okay. All right. That's the end of it. Anchor Prime charger. Let's see what these things cost. Because some things, like, I don't care how good it is, I ain't paying for it like that until it comes down in price. So these earbuds that are apparently budget, they're like $70. It's not budget, y'all. High res LED LDAC certified audio combined with hearing test and compensation delivers rich, detailed sound tailored to your unique hearing experience. Okay, I can see why that'd be dope. I can see that. You know my issue? I lose headphones like it's my job. Like, I would hate to lose these. And I can't do anything about it. Like, now I'm just screwed. Just a lot of money to spend on something I would lose. Again, I'm sure it's dope, but until I can safely say I can get something like this and not lose it, it's a maybe for me. I'm not buying it, I put it in my cart. All right. Next. The damn almost $250 for a speaker. Get out of my ass. It's just a speaker, man. 20 hours, wireless, outdoor, portable Bluetooth speaker. I got like a few speakers. Yeah, I don't know why this would be, unless the base like blows your socks off and make you like cream in your pants. I don't know why you would get this over something else. Bold audio, bass, premium, waterproof, USB-C, exterior. Yeah, I don't know. How much is Matic worth? Because this is what I'm thinking about. This is the robot vacuum and mop. Because I'm a fan of those things now. Yep. Okay. I don't know if it's mopping and vacuum. Yep, it knows the difference. That's smart. See, I think I need a bigger apartment for this to be a worthwhile purchase. Right now in the studio, it's not really a move. Okay. You know, I didn't see price. Yep, I see all that stuff. Give me the price. All right. How quiet? How often? Battery life? That's a good question, actually. What's battery life? Okay, 3 hours, not bad. Yo, I don't believe y'all. Oh, it's right there. I'm done. It's $1,000. If I have a house, I'll get that. I don't have a house though. All right, it's almost $200. Don't care how great it is. I want to review it later, but that's it. I'm not even gonna play around with that. The mouse is cool for 100. Nope. See, anything new and worth it is worth like an actual grip of money. I'm like, yo, can y'all not do this to me, please? Don't do this to a player. Like a Candy Candy store, Chris. Step away from the website. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm out. I'm out. On Scan, there's just many games I come back to for comfort or nostalgia that I won't see ever walking away from, even in my 80s. No, that's great. I'm with you on that. All right, guys. We just hit an hour on the stream. The wig comes off, and I have to go because I have freaking 2 meetings at the same time. And I don't know what to do about it. But I will see you guys tonight for Jackbox Games. So if you want to play, come back tonight, 8 p.m. Central. That's when we start the streaming. We'll be here. I'll be here. Y'all be here. They'll be clear, okay? All right. Come back. If you don't come back. Oh, you thought the purple? Yeah.